Our big breaking news this afternoon here at home, Bill Cosby found guilty on all counts against him. That development in the last couple of hours. Welcome back to the Montgomery County Courthouse in Norristown. We're joined live now by our legal analyst, Enrique. And thanks for being here, Enrique. We have an outcome today. A year ago, we did not. Guilty on all counts. And after that guilty verdict, we heard about Bill Cosby's outburst in court as the district attorney was arguing his bail should be revoked and he should be sent to jail today. And the district attorney arguing he has a plane, he has money. We've heard all about that. And the comedian lashing out at the district attorney in front of the judge, in front of the whole court, saying, "I don't have a plane," and used an expletive in referring to the district attorney. What's the impact of that outburst, do you think, when it comes to sentencing, if any?
Well, Jim, you can bet that the district attorney in sentencing is going to mention that again. He's going to remind the judge how Mr. Cosby acted, how he disrespected the court, and how he cursed in open court. That's a bad thing. I'm sure his defense attorneys, Mr. Cosby's attorneys, cautioned him not to have these kind of outbursts. It looks very, very bad. This is not something you want to do in front of the judge.
Each count, as we've mentioned, carries a maximum sentence of 10 years. There are 3 counts. It's going to be 30 to 90 days, I think, is it 60 to 90 days when we will be at sentencing, when the judge will decide what that sentence is. There's been some discussion that some of these counts could be merged. So how would that work?
So they have 90 days to sentence him by law, and the defense or the prosecution can ask for goodwill to ask for that to be delayed if they need more evidence. Now, if there's one act but multiple subsections apply, and now in this case he's got one act he's actually accused of doing, but the way it's broken down is 3 different subsections. The defense can argue for that to merge, and if it merges into one charge, his maximum penalty can be 5 to 10 years, a minimum of 5 years, a maximum of 10, instead of a minimum of 15 years to a maximum of 30 years.
We heard the judge mention today, when the argument was made by the district attorney to revoke his bail, "I'm not going to do that to a man of this age and in his condition." Is that a signal that this judge is going to take that into account when it comes to what kind of sentence he gives Bill Cosby?
Well, it's always a good sign when you don't go to jail right after a guilty verdict. I will say that. But I will also say the judge is saying that, he's going to take all the proper information, all the different things into account, and then he's going to make that decision down the road.
All right, so we know Bill Cosby must remain here in Pennsylvania. He surrendered his passport. The judge told him you have to stay at home, so he awaits this. There are going to be some court hearings to come, and sort of a mini trial, as you said,
yes,
before the sentence is handed down. So we'll, of course, be awaiting that. And that's the latest here from the Montgomery County Courthouse. Send it back to Jacqueline Lund and Aaron Coleman in our NBC 10 studios.
A lot of variables with the appeal and sentencing. We will await the outcome of that with future court dates. Jim, thank you. We'll check back in.